Angry guy here, and today I'm going to talk about how I contracted mono and my doctor laughed at me. Yep. So today I'm going to talk about how I contracted mono and my doctor laughed at me. Okay? So this happened around 5 years ago, I would say. And it was a total nightmare. So back in those days, I was just kind of doing whatever. I was still in college, and pretty much I was kind of living the boomer philosophy to some degree. If you guys know what I mean, I'm not a boomer, but I was kind of like living that philosophy. I was kind of living that life, and like I said, I was just kind of living that life and going with the flow of it. So one day, I'm out with my friends, and of course, I'm always like, I'm the center of attention, and I start making out with this girl. All right, so I finish making out with her, and then I leave with my friends, and then we get outside, and I see this other girl like just walking towards us with this guy. So I say to him is that your girlfriend? He goes, no, we're just friends. I was like, hey, would you like to just like randomly make out with me? She's like, sure. So we just start making out right there and then. And I'm pretty sure that's where everything went downhill. So after I made out with this girl and I staggered home afterwards, not too long after, I started to feel sick. And I had never felt like this in my life. Okay? I had never, ever felt this in my life before. But like, I started to feel I was extremely fatigued. I had a fever. My glands were swollen. Okay? I mean, it was just awful. It was literally awful. And basically, I had mono. I had contracted mono. So many of you know that mono is also known as the kissing disease. It's an infectious illness that's sometimes called mono or the kissing disease, which stands for mononucleosis. While you can get the virus that causes it through kissing, you can also get it in other ways, such as sharing drinks and utensils. It's contagious, but you're less likely to catch mono than other illnesses like the common cold. All right. Mono isn't usually a serious illness, but it can lead to complications that in some cases make the disease more dangerous. Symptoms of mono can be mild, but they can become very severe. If that happens, you may not be able to take part in your normal daily activities for up to several weeks. When I contracted mono, guys, it actually put me out of action for about 3 to 6 months. I literally had to drop classes. Because I could not go to school. I was just too fatigued. I was too tired. I felt horrible constantly. It took so many months for me to get better, okay? It was terrible. And I was like, again, I have only myself to blame for this, okay? So you may start to have symptoms of mono within about 4 to 7 weeks after you've been infected. So it can actually take about 4 to 7 weeks after you get infected for symptoms of mono to show up, right? And for most people, you'll get better within about 2 to 4 weeks, but sometimes the fatigue can last for several weeks after that. And in some cases, it can take 6 months or longer for the symptoms to go away. Here's how this is how it plays out. I go to my doctor. I explain what happened. All right. I have mono, and he laughed in my face. Yeah, I'm so serious. He laughed in my face. All right? He literally laughed in my face. It was miserable. It was downright miserable. Okay? And I went to school, and I told you guys I was working. Towards. I wanted to become a doctor. So of course, the head of my department was a MD, and I couldn't tell her exactly what happened, but I basically told her that I had mono, and it's funny because like she looked at me with some real disappointment. She looked at me with some real disappointment. To be some real. She always said to call her mom, and she looked at me with some real disappointment. All right, I was out there hoeing, and that's what I got. And I was literally out for like 6 months. It took like 6 months for me to like really start to feel better. That time, and to be honest with you, it was a lot of like it was probably a lot of that led to me and led to the whole situation with the homelessness, because I got so sick with mono, and I was, plus there was all the other stuff I was doing. But yeah, I was out there being a hoe. And I paid for it. So for those of you that think like, it's like all carefree, you're gonna be good to go, bro. Nope. I paid for it. And my doctor laughed in my face. He laughed in my face. He thought it was hilarious. He laughed in my face. Totally laughed in my face. Yep. That's really it. That's really it. Do I feel ashamed of it? It happened. It was a horrible experience. I will say this, like, mono is not like even like for me, it wasn't even like the flu. I've had things like I've had bronchitis before. Bronchitis, which is like a horrible infection in your lungs, okay? Bronchitis sucks. Mono, for me, I remember mono being worse. Like bronchitis was horrible because I'm like coughing and stuff. Mono, the fatigue can be like miserable. The fatigue can be miserable. Like I couldn't go to school, I couldn't work, I couldn't do anything. Like I don't even remember that time very well. Like it was that bad. It was that bad. I was so sick. I was literally so sick. I don't know. Again, guys, like I was living that boomer life and it caught up to me. I was living that boomer life and it caught up to me. It's the truth. Vicky says, "Oh my goodness. Trashing boomers again. Angry, please. I am sad to hear that." Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tim says, "Angry, good night, Sensei. I just had one of my gourmet burgers. Nice, and I will share one with you soon. Also, just 2.5 weeks until my animation. Also, getting more broker money to invest for that." Really good job, Tim. Very good job. But he's saying that he's swaying the gentle breeze, smiling. Says, "That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear it." It happened, Mickey. It happened. Like I said, live like a boomer. Live like a boomer, pay like a boomer. Live like a boomer, go out like a boomer. That's it. I was living that boomer life, and it caught up to me. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I take accountability for what happened, and did I learn my lesson? Like some people are like, "Yo, did you learn your lesson?" And that's a hard question. I mean, it's a hard question. I've been like, I don't know. I can't really like. I'm not gonna say like I've been like the best behaved boy because I honestly have not. I have not been the best behaved boy out there. Well, to be honest with you, I have not. I have not been the best behaved boy. All right, like I did some stuff. All right, I've done some stuff in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've done stuff that some of y'all just can't even imagine. All right, and you just have to live with it. You can't go back and change the past. You can't really apologize. I mean, like you just have to learn from it. And I've done some stuff. That's all there is to it. But when I contracted, like I said, my doctor knew that I was doing all kinds of risky stuff. And he was like this old Chinese dude, and I swear he just laughed in my face. I had two different doctors that I would see. One was a Chinese dude, and one was a Chinese lady. And I don't know, like maybe it's best that I didn't see the Chinese lady because she probably, I don't know what she would have said to me. Honestly, I don't know how she would have reacted to me if she had found out, like what happened. But yeah, but like, and she wasn't old. She was like in her like maybe mid 30s, late 30s. But she, I don't know how she would have reacted. Kind of hot, but but my but the guy, he laughed in my face. He laughed. He grinned and laughed in my face. And I'm like in pain and I feel like I'm gonna die. And he basically was just like grinning, like, now maybe you will learn a lesson this time. You know? Maybe you'll learn a lesson this time. You won't go out hoeing, all right? You don't go out hoeing, get into maybe a stable relationship. This is what happens this is what happens when you act like a hoe, all right? Because at that point in my life, I was just going around with any girl, like whatever. I was like, you know what? I don't really care. Like, whatever's whatever. Like, it is what. That was my philosophy. I told you I was like living that boomer life. I was like, it is what it is. A what is a whatever is a whatever. A whatever is a whatever. I was living that boomer life at that point. And I just wasn't. I was not thinking about my health. I was like indulging in everything I could possibly indulge in. I mean, my diet went to crap. I began using anything and everything I can get my hands on, and anyone I could like I said, I was out there hoeing, and I was living that boomer life, and it caught up to me. It caught up to me, and it caught up to me hard. Guys, don't forget we're running a 5-day sale on cryptomoney.academy and get any course for $99. Sales happening right now. All courses are $99 crypto money. You can including the brand new course, which will teach you how to take profits perfectly, and you can make massive profits without taking massive losses. So that course is just $99 right now, and it's usually $139. I really recommend everyone pick it up because right now Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies are skyrocketing, and you want to learn how to do this so that you don't lose everything. We also have how to choose and invest in altcoins that will increase by 100,000 times and make you massive profit. That one's $99.99 right now. It usually goes for $299. So that's another great steal. You also have the strategy that you must use to become a crypto millionaire. That one's $159.99. And again, you can get it for $99.99 right now. As a part of our flash sale. We have converting cryptocurrencies without using an exchange. We have how to quickly withdraw your cryptocurrency in cash from any ATM and other crypto to cash quick conversion methods. That one actually goes for $159, $160, and you get that for just $100. You also get how to time the crypto market and make massive profit. That course usually goes for $300. You get it for $99. We have taking profits, so you can learn how to take profits from your cryptocurrency and not lose everything, not lose your entire investment. That course goes for $139. And you can get it for $99 right now. We also have how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it, which is what you guys should be doing right now. You should be stocking up on all this cryptocurrency, because what happens is you can get them in advance and get them before everyone else gets their hands on them, before they even go out to the ICO buyers, and you can make massive bank that way. You can learn about the Ethereum blockchain through the Mastering the Ethereum Wallet and Blockchain course for $99. That one usually goes for $160. And we also have how to choose and invest in altcoins that will increase by 10 times to 1,000 times or more. That course is $300, but you can pick it up for $99 right now. Also, don't forget we have two other great courses that, three. We have how to buy Bitcoins anonymously and through secret methods. This course is a really incredible course because if you want to invest in cryptocurrency, you're going to have to know how to buy Bitcoins anonymously. And a lot of people end up spending a massive premium because they don't know how to do this. You can use that course to do this. We have introduction to day trading, cryptocurrency for a living. That one's it's at $179 right now. I'll drop it to $199 after the stream. And then we also have introduction to cryptocurrency, which is $99.99. And for those of you that still don't know a lot about crypto, there's a huge learning curve with crypto. And if you want to actually take advantage of the cryptocurrency market right now, you need to know how to trade, or you need to understand the basics, the core, the foundation, or you'll end up losing all your money. So that's something that you want to do. So we have a lot for you there. And like I said, the sale is going on for another 4 or 5 days, and you can find links to the courses and the site cryptomoney.academy in the description of the video to go and check that out. Guys, like I said, you gotta take care of yourself, you gotta focus on yourself, and you gotta work on your health, and you gotta make sure that you're doing what's right for you. I did not. I was fooling around, and I paid a terrible price for that. Tim says, I know this sounds harsh, but this is joke sensei. Thank God I am okay. Yeah, I got you, bro. AP says mono from Bono. Mickey says boomers don't equal hoes. Oh my gosh, guys, do you hear this boomer? Do you hear this boomer saying boomers don't equal hoes? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Vicky, stop trying to cover up for your generation. You guys have nowhere to hide. Everybody knows what you were doing, all right? Everybody knows what y'all were doing. How dare you? Shame on you, Vicky. Shame on you. All right? Try to act like the boomers were doing. Y'all were out there doing nothing but wrong. Nothing but wrong. All right? And now you try to act self-righteous. Guys, I contracted mono and my doctor laughed in my face. Let me know what y'all think about my experience. If you think it's funny, if you have questions about it, if you've ever had mono before, mononucleosis, it sucked terribly. Let me know what you think. Love God, get money, and cheers.